right, we got another special guest here today. Dual player at University of Columbia. His name's Griffin Palfrey, but we're going to call him Shohei OPalfrey today.
He likes, kicks in, delivers, and it is
big innings.
That's hit well into left as well. Steele can watch this one fly. This is way out of here.
Griff, how are we feeling this morning?
Feeling pretty good.
All right. Do you have anything you're working on in your pitching or hitting, mechanics specifically, or any goals you're setting for this year?
With my swing specifically, it's just working on kind of being able to hit the ball in the air a little bit better and more consistently, spinning
so trying
it
to
better.
Lift it for some more power numbers. So you hit like around 360 last year with a few bombs?
Around that.
So we're gonna try to double that this year?
Double the average.
Yeah. Anything pitching wise you're working on? You were working on a nice changeup the other day.
Yeah, working on the changeup, working on a cutter too, but it's still in the early stages.
Sweet. What would you say is the biggest thing that set you apart from other high school athletes to get a scholarship to a school like University of Columbia?
I would say just being consistent with kind of all aspects of it, whether it's training or even just communicating with schools and just being on top of it.
What about lifting wise? Like what kind of work did you put? I know you put in a ton of work during COVID and gained a bunch of weight.
Yeah.
What were the main things you focused on during that time?
I think for a little while it was definitely putting on strength and size, and then after getting there, definitely being able to move better and focusing on mobility.
You've always been one of those guys, like even during your warm-ups and your workouts, you're always doing some sort of athletic movement, but you never let the weightlifting side of it get too far behind. Like you're always lifting heavy as well as doing the athletic stuff.
Definitely.
I think that's what makes you such a good athlete and allows you to play both positions and play them both well. All right, let's get hitting today. We're going to get Jake Vrlak in here a little bit later, but we're going to hit some nukes today. All right, Shohei OPalfrey, what's the tee routine looking like these days?
I usually start off some sort of like post stride, some sort of shortened swing. So choked up usually.
Lower intensity?
Yeah, trying to just be very directional, hit the ball with backspin up the middle.
Sounds good.
See how that goes first swing of the day. Top spin.
What was the hardest field for you to lift the ball to this year?
Probably full side, yeah. Yeah. At least consistently.
Yeah. All right, what do we got next, Griff?
Next one's just a split grip drill. It's a similar idea, just focusing on being able to slot early and stay, same thing, stay linear, stay up the middle.
Up a little bit. And what intensity would you say you're going at right now?
60 to 70 probably. It's also like a post stride thing too. Don't do that. Yeah, it's definitely a drill if you tighten up. You're making it harder on yourself if you're swinging too hard.
You guys can't see where the ball is going, but they're all going kind of up towards the top right corner of the cage. A lot of guys I played with, they like to stay a little bit lower off these sort of drills, but because Griff is trying to work on driving that ball in the air with a little bit more backspin, I think that's a good height for him to sort of have as a goal.
One more.
That one was a little like spinny to the side. What do you think?
Yeah, side spinning. Yeah.
So what causes that?
I'm not sure on that one. Probably just spinning a little bit, in general.
Because you still stayed through it enough to drive it that way, but you pulled off too much, so you got that side spin. All right, what do we got next?
This is like a step back drill or some sort of variation of it, but it's just one, getting in your back hip, staying in your back hip, and then also just being kind of in control.
Is this kind of the back and forth foot movement?
Yeah, back and forth, and then
a little bit.
Yeah. And then,
I think these drills with the legs are good too because it helps you kind of get grounded and feel the legs a bit more. I like to focus on upper body when I start swinging too, but after a few rounds, I like to get those legs really locked in and just feel that connection with the ground. Now, obviously, this is a bit more intense. What intensity would you say you're at right now?
This is probably closer to 80 or 90. Okay. Try to get fully ready.
Yep. I know you're trying to lift the ball a little bit more this year. Is there anything specifically you're working on mechanics-wise? You'd like to work on today a bit?
In general, just like working on getting my barrel in the zone a bit earlier. I think part of that is just being late and getting beat by inside pitches more than I should be.
Yeah.
So
I mean, a lot of great hitters get jammed a lot, right?
Yeah, and I think, it's definitely part of it. I think I do a good job generally with pitches out over.
Yeah.
But sometimes just being able to, like, not necessarily change anything and spin off and get out in front, but try to have the same swing and just get my bat out to a bit of a better point.
Yeah. I think one thing I saw in your mechanics the other day, or just from the video replay and all that, is your head movement as you load.
Yeah.
Is that something you're working on too, or have you even noticed it?
A little bit. I mean, I just noticed it the other day when we were
I mean, you just showed me your videos from your college summer league, and your head was so still, and like everything was just rotating so fast around that one access point. And I looked at the other day, and it was just a lot of movement with the head and spinning off a little bit.
Yeah.
I just think, I mean, you know how it is at the next level when you're facing 95 to 90 or 95 to 100 miles an hour. You don't have time to move that head and see the ball. Like, you have to be able to keep that head still to recognize the pitch.
Definitely. Yeah.
So lifting the ball, keeping that head still, and then you said just getting that barrel in the zone a little bit.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then also, I mean, it's the last thing. I'm not sure if it's related to pulling the ball better, but also where I'm landing too is something we've been working on a little bit.
Too wide, too narrow?
Too narrow a little bit right now.
Yeah.
And just getting my weight over the ball.
If your hips are too close together, it's tough to turn. If your hips are too far apart, it's tough to turn. You got to find that kind of middle ground, and everyone's different, right? It just depends with your body, but find that middle ground and being able to turn those hips the most efficiently as you can. The most efficiently. That wouldn't mean in English.
The most efficiently as can.
Go to university. One more. NGCAA. We don't use JUCO balls here. This guy's D1.
Get verb. Verb, do you want this?
Yeah, I'll take it in a second.
Verb, when you're on film, you should talk about the drill where you hit the ball straight into the plate. The plate drill.
Yeah. I like that one.
I actually like it too.
I like that one.
Whenever I'm missing under the ball, I always fix it.
Yeah, the thing, right? Like you're slowly, like you're swinging down at the ball and then slowly working your way up the cage.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking about like it's like the one where you start at the plate and hit.
Yeah. And it just helps you create that like natural backspin.
And it eliminates like dumping your back.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not hiking my elbow here.
A little bit.
A little bit.
It's a classic Verb. 3 swings into the day.
It's not
self-doubt creeps in.
It's not bad though. I mean, dude, like anything, right? There's a little bit of grace period either way.
Yeah.
So like if it lands right here, that's okay. Yeah. If you're landing like you were before and Cam McLeod, then we're in trouble. And are you trying to pull these or go up the middle?
I'm trying to pull these.
Okay.
I mean, like this is deep. Like I'm getting.
You're trying to catch it deep, but backspin and pull it?
Taylor about is kind of like how deep can you hit an inside pitch and then how far up.
Okay. So yeah. I was just.
Do a couple more here, but I want you to turn, like, turn your body. Yeah, like hold the ball. That is what you need to do with this pitch. We get in trouble when we try to stay, like, I love the middle of the field approach and all that, but when you're hitting an inside pitch, especially on the corner, you need to know how to turn on that baseball, because if you don't, like, I used to get beat all the time by the inside pitch because I would never get in here and turn on the ball. I wouldn't practice that swing where I'm like early or way out in front and cheating inside on that inside pitch and just ripping it down the line. There's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while, you know what I mean? Like, we can't just continue to stay up the middle every single time and jam ourselves, because when we get in the game, it's going to do the same thing.
Well, if you're looking for anything but like here, you're not going to be able to hit that.
Yeah.
This is like a 3-1, like I'm going to hit a home run.
Yeah. But even with 2 strikes, say you get you're thinking out over the plate, you're looking to drive that ball the other way on a slow off-speed pitch, and you get that fastball that's middle in, and you made a mistake, you're quick enough to turn on that ball, and you have to turn on it. You can't think, I'm going to stay the other way. No, it's bam! Like, I've been there where I'm in 2 strikes, and I just turn on it because it's just reaction.
Yeah.
Nice. That was a good one. Jake, you wanted to work a little bit on something with your swing today. Explain to me what's going on.
Yeah, so I find a lot of the time, and I know you guys have probably seen this on Shohei, but Lonzo talks a lot about coming and when you land, hitting behind the ball. So instead of coming here and hitting the ball up front, it's like coming here and turning behind the ball, hitting behind the ball. And so what I find I do a lot of the time is I'll come out and I'll get into a good launch position, but I'll come and meet the ball out front instead of letting the ball get deep and getting here and turning behind.
Yeah. I think we can also, I've also noticed I can spin a lot faster when my body's just stationary on one axis, right? So if you get in your load and stride again, if you can, get in your stance, load and stride, and stop. So ideally we want to just spin on this one spot, right? So when you go to spin, we're staying along that axis. So you're turning behind the ball, but what you do and what a lot of young kids do is they start drifting as they're trying to rotate. So then we get slower because we can rotate a lot faster on one axis point as opposed to if we're drifting forward and trying to meet that ball out in front. So yeah, you're trying to just work on staying behind the ball.
Yeah, hitting behind the ball.
Yeah,
I feel like I can see the pitch longer. I have more power. I can backspin balls to both sides. When I start drifting, I limit the pitches that I can hit from here.
Yeah, I think that's what Griff was talking about as well. He wants to feel like he's getting beat a little bit before he goes out and chases that pitch out in front. Yeah. Because if you just get off front toss and you're immediately just chasing everything out in front, you're never going to feel how to hit behind the ball. Yeah. So yeah, don't be afraid. When we go on front toss and all that, don't be afraid to get beat for the first couple because you're creating the right habits. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So top hand, bottom hand stuff here. What's your goal with this?
Same thing about kind of direction. It's definitely a combination of being intentional with being very directional, through your swing.
Okay. Super low intensity, just trying to get
super
the ball
low intensity
direction down.
Ball flight direction, and just being strong in kind of different areas of your swing with both hands.
Actually, one drill I would I think would help you is a Kershaw.
Yeah.
That's what helped me. Yeah, and just I just kind of even went there. I didn't really put it down and glide it. I just kind of went here, but just it just sequences so well when you put that foot down and everything's really behind it. That drill, I did it with Taylor and it was going 101 off the bat every time, and I was something clicked.
All right, I'll try that.
I want you to think about driving that knee a little bit more down into the ground because it's almost just a point of this drill as well is just to feel the ground connection, put that energy into the earth, right?
Yeah.
Right now you're kind of just
I'm upper body.
And drifting forward like this. There's nothing going on. Think about being boom and sinking that back knee into the ground.
Yeah.
Literally exactly what you were just talking about rotating on that axis.
Think about that.
I think you're drifting. I think you're in the right spot. You're just not using the right body.
Yeah, not drifting, but it's just a weak rotation of everything. Yeah, think about being boom.
Okay.
Now, do you feel what you're supposed to be feeling?
Not yet.
Okay. Don't worry about the results. I keep seeing.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking back because it's habit.
Try not to look back. I want you to because even when I do that, I get caught up doing the same thing. I'll look back and I'm not even thinking about what I'm actually supposed to be feeling. Completely disregard the results. Just feel the feeling, and the results are going to come later in the day.
Okay.
Now, what percentage are you swinging at?
75, 80.
Okay, let's go up to a 85. But I want you to finish with 2 hands and just stay over that plate when you finish. So almost like a condensed swing, like a Mike Trout finish. 94. Good. Feel the difference? 2 hands there?
Yeah.
What would you feel?
Well, when I finished, I was thinking of just not even rolling my hands at all.
Yeah.
And just finishing short.
That's what I've been doing in my swing recently too. It feels really good.
Yeah.
One thing for me.
Yeah.
I just want to see how it feels. So when you do this, like I like your load and everything, then as soon as you go to get ready to like initiate the swing, your head goes way down to try to like, I don't know, like just to get into like a more coiled position. On the next few, I just want you to keep your head as still as possible.
Yeah.
Like try to stay like tall with the like shoulders up. Yeah, like just keep that head still.
Oy.
So you want to try more of like the Jackson Holiday.
Yeah, kind of.
So like just hovering the foot. So what Taylor Wright does is he kind of puts his toe on the ground and then like tries to gain that stretch as he's bringing that foot forward.
Okay.
Now what's your percentage at now?
Same, 80-90.
Let's I don't think 80-90 is where you think it is. Let's go a little bit harder. I just feel like when you go at too low of an intensity, your mechanics start falling apart a little bit and you're not as short and quick to the ball. Can you see that? Yeah. It's just like
Everything's separate.
Nothing's like working together how it should.
You swing and it's like really, the separation is good.
Yeah.
In two pieces.
Yeah. Like I want it a little bit more, I want everything a little bit more tight together. Like almost the same as just that last round with the two hands and
Yeah.
But like a little bit harder. You got more in there at that percentage. It's a great swing right there. Ah, tough one, sorry. Good. Now where are you trying to hit the ball right now?
Right off the screen.
Okay. Let's go a little bit more pull side. I think you've just been a little bit late with everything, especially that top hand. Let's go a little bit more pull side. Sorry.
It's good. Go, ball. Oh.
Okay, first thing I want you to do is get in your load and stride.
That feels better.
So I don't really like how your hips are. I think Griff, this is kind of what he was talking about. Like when you land, your hips are already sort of gone. Whereas like if you look at that picture I have of all those guys stopped at their launch position, it's somewhat neutral.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're like as we go to initiate, we're gonna create that little bit of hip separation. But like if you're already started here like this, well, this is gonna be premature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you're gonna lose this early, and then all you're gonna have left is kind of a weak backside.
But you don't have any like pelvic, like, you can't accelerate.
No, you haven't. No, exactly. So you need to keep it somewhat closed. Like if I'm gonna go punch you, I don't want to start like this because then all I have is that swing.
Yeah.
Like I want to keep it closed and like wind it up and then get it moving at the same time.
Yeah.
So get in your stance again, load and stride. Stay tall.
Damn, I really felt.
Don't move. Swing from there. Ready? Up the middle, short.
Really?
Good. One more. Good. Okay. Full swings now. I'm going to give you a ball like off the hip inside. It's going to be a ball. I want you to turn on it, but stay back. You're going to have to stay back as much as you can. So you're going to recognize that ball inside, and you're just going to turn.
Oh.
Remember,
I don't even turn there.
We're not going up the middle. We're turning.
Yeah.
Good. Nice.
That felt good.
Good. Okay, now how hard is that? 100%?
Like, yeah, pretty much.
Now I want you to try to lift it just a little bit more.
More?
Yeah.
Fuck, okay.
That was a great swing.
Fucking nuke.
I'm giving you the opportunity to say, hey, hit a nuke here as high and far as you can.
Yeah.
That's a good swing. It's a great swing. 2. Nice.
Those felt so much better.
Yeah. See ya.
Yeah, one more. I just want to hit one in the air. That's good.
Well, I want you to create the same feeling, but I want you to go middle. So like, yeah, just to feel that. And then like, so one thing I was talking about with Tyler was, you don't need to be perfect mechanically every single time. You know, like your foot doesn't need to land exactly perfect here. You don't need to finish completely balanced over the plate every single time. Like if you see an outside pitch, go ahead and step into it a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like create that feeling to all parts of the field. Don't just be able to pull the ball like you were last round. Like create it to every part of the field. That's a great swing, dude.
Like I felt like my lower half rotated well there.
Yeah, and you'll see it in the video. Like it was like, boom.
Yeah, that's
everything was
like I
into the
felt.
ground.
Normally I feel like here and it's like,
Yeah.
But that one I felt like it was
Yeah.
here. That felt so much better.
Now it looks lazy again.
That?
I want you to create that same feeling of driving that back knee and back foot into the ground.
Yeah.
Like we're almost syncing with this side and like lifting up slightly with this side. That's probably not right, but I want you to create that feeling of like this back side is sinking and this front side is opening up just a touch. That was a good swing.
Yeah, my hand just fell off there.
Better. That's a great swing right there.
Able to control that. A little, I need to be able to control that a little better.
Yeah.
Somehow I was just like swinging out of my ass.
But that's fine. But
Yeah.
I also think you have more exaveel in there. I don't think you're hitting it the right
No, I'm
depth.
not. I'm not.
Griff, what do you think? Deeper?
Yeah.
I think you could hit it a little bit deeper.
Like, you think he's like up front too much?
Yeah, I just think you're.
It's still his body. It's like
Yeah, I think it's still my body.
like his upper body's still on the forward.
But is that because he's attacking it out in front, or because that's the way you're moving? Like I think you're just.
I think it's the way I'm moving.
I think it's the way he's moving.
I bet it's a combination of both.
I think you have to create that though if you're out in front. I think you've always attacked the ball. Like every time I've seen you hit, you attack it really, like it's always way out in front.
Totally.
I think if you just let the ball get there, it's going to change the body a little bit.
Okay.
So
I'll try and hit it a bit deeper.
Yeah, not even thinking about it. Just let that ball get deep. But I want 2 hands on the bat. Like be short and quick to it. Like that right there is a phenomenal swing. I don't know if you felt that one.
I felt like I hit it harder.
That one looked really, really good. Now, I'm okay with that.
I got beat on that.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
The swing was there, you just were late.
Totally. Yeah, I felt that too.
Now, here, one more. A little bit shorter. More efficient to the ball. Good swing.
Wow. It's about to be.
Oh, no foul way.
Look, that was only an angle. Hey. Yeah. Right. Backside bomb. Still feels like. Woo. Deep by a little bit. Woo. Beat.
legs went, and then everything was just like lazy behind, whereas that one was a little bit more like same time.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that what you saw, Griff?
I think so, yeah.
I see. I can feel that too.
Okay,
Now that
it's
you're
tough to
saying
see
that.
from here, but why were those last few before these last two so successful?
Because I was staying behind the ball, and I was like that when you're moving at the same time. Like I was sync that.
Okay, go back to that.
Sorry.
That's great. Better.
I can. 2-1.
I want you to, the last, I'm going to give you 3 more. I want the last 3, I want you to build that up. I want you to build up everything really early and slower. And just cool, feel the tension, and then explode on the ball. When you're getting beat sometimes when you're low, like I want you to be like, ready to go.
Still early.
Nice.